Might remember this bike. I bought it like a couple of months ago. It's pretty old school cross-country bike with this bar ends and everything, huge stem, suspension fork. I really like the bike. It's in really nice condition, no rust, everything works perfect. Pretty happy with it, but I've been riding more and more out in the dirt, so I thought I might update some things. As you can see, I've already changed the tires, so these are a bit wider. New tires, they're pretty good. And I've been thinking on changing that whole cockpit, basically the whole thing, stem, handlebars and everything. So let's go, let's disconnect everything and see what we can do. Bike is pretty dirty, as you can see. Been riding out in the desert, so I mean, you wash it and 10 minutes later is the same, so I figure I just won't bother. I love those cutters. I'll try and keep the whole cockpit together, all the cables and everything. Maybe one day if I buy like a proper cross-country bike, like a modern one with 29-inch wheels and all of that, I might put this bike back together in its original state, because it's pretty nice. It's a very clean bike, as I said, no rust, no nothing. Nothing is seized, everything works perfect. Even you can see the stem, it's pretty clean, it's amazing. All dry and clean, no rust, no nothing. So yeah, maybe one day if I buy a proper modern cross-country bike, I'll put this one back together. But for now, I've promised myself, at least for the first 1 year of me cycling, back into cycling, because I've been cycling all my life, but let's say I stopped for a while. I promised myself I won't buy new bikes. So here's the cockpit. You may recognize this cockpit from my bullhorn conversion. I'll just use this stem adapter and use a modern stem for this new handlebar, new quote-unquote. So yeah, as I was telling you, I promised myself I won't buy a new bike, at least for the first year. I want to see if I can stick to cycling, I mean, if I still enjoy it, and I'll see what I enjoy and what I don't. I'm riding quite a lot of road, so I have a road bike, kinda drop bar bike, and now this is my cross-country bike. They're all super budget, super retro, but I really enjoy them. So let's see, maybe in a few months I can get something more modern, but for now I'll just stick to that. Yep, here's the stem. It's a 70mm stem. Why 70? Well, I ordered a 60mm stem, but they sent me a 70mm and I couldn't be bothered to send it back, so 70mm it is. I'm gonna use it as a negative stem, in other words, pointing downwards. I think that kind of gives you more of this like modern position. And here's the handlebar with everything. As I told you, I took this one off a different bike when I converted it to a bullhorn, and as you can see, it has all the shifters, grips, cables and everything still on it. is basically all new, so I'll just reuse them. Nice shifters those, I like them. Yeah, I'll grease the cables a little bit, makes them move kinda better, feel better. They also collect a lot of dust, I figured out, but I mean, it's what it is. Here you can see, I wanted to show you those cable ends, the metal ones, they're all rusty, and they kind of transfer that rust to the frame. So lately I've been using this plastic cable ends, and yeah, no rust, they work quite well. Okay, let's get to work, do the cabling. I won't bore you with that part. Just a little time lapse. And there we go, all connected and working. The shifters work quite nice. And you may notice now the chain won't go to the smallest cock in the back. That's because that's an 8-speed cassette and the shifter is only 7-speed. But I don't need that small cock anyway. I mean, back in the dirt you don't really use those gears, and it's a 3-by, so if I want to go fast I still have quite a lot of margin. And yeah, on to the next thing. This saddle, it's quite, I mean, it doesn't look good on this bike like that. I won't say it's ugly, I mean it is ugly, but so I wanted to change the saddle too, and I wanted to kind of service this seat post, this suspension seat post. So I kind of took it apart, cleaned it with some WD-40, so now it moves a lot better. Here you can see how it works. Then it has a coil spring inside. Yeah, pretty standard. Never had a suspension seat post before that one. It came with the bike. And yeah, let's grease the spring and put it all back together. And that's kind of the final bit of the seat post. Grease it up a little bit, just to make sure no water comes in. Although it never rains here, so there's no water basically, but maybe when I wash the bike. Yeah. Seat post back on. Make sure I don't have any grease left on my hands, and get that new seat on. Have the same seat on my road bike, only in white. Pretty comfortable. AliExpress, cheapos, but they're kind of good. I like them. And yeah, that's that basically. What a difference. Bike looks like a different bike. It also feels like a different bike. So yeah, let's get it outside and check it out in the daylight. So yeah, just to remind you, that's what we started with. And that's the bike now. I think it looks super cool. It also rides real nice, and for an old bike it's real good. That's all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.